So, hey guys, Chauzu here. So I'm in a bit of a slump right now in terms of making teams. It's probably a combination of real life kicking back again, as well as a small burnout from ranking high in every event for a month. But anyway, I'm sure it will go away soon. It always does. I just need to chill for a while. And with the upcoming Kizuna, I can definitely chill. And hopefully, once I get settled back at work, I can get back to the usual program. Anyway, so since I don't feel like making teams, I can still talk about other stuff. And today I thought I'd do a rare showcase of my box. And in this case, I'm going to show my 10 full maxed level limit break legends, and I'm talking about legends with level limit break buffs. I got a lot more level 150 units, but most of them are recent legends and they haven't got buffs yet. So yeah, let's just jump into it. I'll talk a bit about every unit too. Let's jump in with one of my most recent ones that I haven't even used yet. It's V1 Lucci. And I've actually tried to make teams with him. It's just, as I said, I'm in a slump. So I'm putting it on the back burner. I'll get to it eventually. I think the special is interesting, especially since he's just 5 CD. But the captain ability is a disappointment. Like if you see the captain ability, pros, -2 CD, can't complain. Could have probably been -3 since, for example, Sengoku got -3. So I feel like Lucci could have got it too, but -2, we take it. Sadly, just for Powerhouse. Sadly, just buffs Powerhouse. And he has this nifty thing of reducing his own CD by 5 turns at Battle 3. I would have much rather preferred like Carrot and Wanda just give a smaller CD reduction but to the whole team. He'd be so much better then. My main issue with him is that he doesn't really help anything with his special. He just nerfs your recovery basically. And the special is nice but could have also been better, but I understand 5 CD you can't make it too good. A lot of damage, but just to one enemy. Immensely boosts the chance of landing on matching slots. I've tried this before the level limit break buffs. It's actually an immensely boosted chance, but not guaranteed. I'd say you're basically guaranteed to get 5 matching orbs. So it's not a bad deal. He also boosts Powerhouse character attack, and this depends on how many times you use this special. 2.25 times first time, then 2.5 times, and then 2.75 times. I'd say that it could have probably buffed the final one a bit more. Make it stagger a bit more. But can't really complain. And you can probably make speedrun teams and reliably use his special 3 times, so yeah. Not the worst, but yeah. At least double Lucci feels pretty worthless. I do like his ink though, like any ink without rocks, I basically invest in. So yeah, I actually enjoy quite a bit. But I get to him eventually, but I'll say that his main use will be as some form of sub. Moving on, next one is V1 Zoro. Pretty similar to Lucci in that he's pretty boring, but his special does more, and that helps. And if we look at his captain ability, yeah, he just boosts slashers, but I guess slashers are a better class, but it also helps that Zoro helps his team more with his special. It's definitely easier to make good teams with this Zoro than with Lucci. Zoro special, 250 times his attack damage to all enemies, 2.25 times attack boost to slashers, 3.25 times chain lock, and if you use his special when you already have an attack buff, you get 2 times call affinity for slashers. So yeah, it's very good on 9 CD, like it's not the best special out there, but it's a Zoro unit, you have a lot of support, you have a lot of flexibility. I really enjoy using V1 Zoro, and since he was my first maxed out level limit break legend, I've used him a lot and I've enjoyed every team I made with him. moving on, we have Usopp, and honestly, just looking at him, I feel like making more teams with him. He's such a cool legend, and I really have no complaints about him. The main complaint will probably be that he's not a speedrun captain, but yeah, it is what it is. Basically, he keeps his ability to add... it's a pseudo delay. You add 1 turn to the turn timer to all enemies every stage. And he makes shooter characters every single normal orb matching. That's such insane. No other unit in the game does this at all. And he also gives a 4 times attack boost to shooters, but up to 4.75 times if your HP is low enough. And I kind of dislike the condition because there's nothing else in the kit about getting low HP. And with all the delay Usopp does, taking damage is not the easiest. So, not a big fan of that, but that's the only negative I'd say. Special is also very cool. You basically keep the guaranteed delay, but you also get the Treasure Map Sanji Legend ability of getting 4 turns attack or boost. Very cool, and I've had a lot of fun using him against mainly the Grand Voyage Kuro. Overall, super fun legend. I look forward to using him more. Moving on, we have another tutor, another Grand Voyage Kuro legend. And yeah, we won Ace. He's pretty funny and interesting. He also a -2 CD like we won Lucci, but just for shooters. But he also has 1.5 times the HP and matching orbs. And you can't ignore the HP and matching orbs. That's so much more utility than Lucci gives you. So that alone makes him easier to use for sure. His special is also kind of interesting. It's basically Yamato Ace, but without steroids, if that makes sense. Self HP cut, deal that back in damage. You get 2 turns of attack boost for shooters. And you get a self-procking burn conditional, pretty low, but it's a self-proc, but not through full immunity. So yeah, pretty cool. Fun to make teams with from time to time, but far from the best level limit break legend. But yeah, I'm a fan. Moving on, we have Corazon. And yeah, he got a really cool buff. At least a special. Captain is a bit bland, not gonna lie. He gets up to a 5 times attack now, and it's rainbow, so that's dope. Basically, his conditional is that he needs high HP. So basically, at full HP, he's 5 times attack, and at 1 HP is 3.5 times attack. And basically, he heals depending on what you hit. So if you hit good, you heal a lot. Great, you heal less. And perfect, you don't heal very much. And he also has a resistance to paralysis and attack down, which is good. But the negative is that in return for resisting paralysis and attack down by 1 turn, he removes less of it in his special. So all in all, I think that's a bad deal. Like, Corazon's main use is a sub. He's a great sub. It's just a shame that they nerfed him for the captain. The main issue is attack down, because with paralysis, he does resist 1 as a sailor. He also resists special bind for the crew. So yeah, he has so much usage. But yeah, first he's a full board orb limp now. He makes dex tandem recovery matching. Right column dex, left column tandem. Not true block orbs though. 50 times heal of his recovery. He reduces bind, the spear, and the chain lock debuffs by 5 turns. And 4 turns paralysis attack down. And of course, if he's captain or friend captain, he also reduces a lot more the spear. So yeah, obviously amazing special. Corazon was already perfectly usable as a sub just for his old special. And now he just does so much more. And you also have the law support you can put on him. So you don't only get full board of matching orb, but you also get an orb boost. And of course, with his limit break ability, he's ready from the beginning, so you can use his special whenever you want. Great buff, but boring captain. But great ink, I'd say, is very cool. Moving on, we have a legend I like to use more, but his ability is a bit broken right now due to the buffs with auto-activating specials. I know they did some fixes, but I've not tried it out, and they did say that there's still some issues. And if you look at his captain ability, reminder that 6+ and 6-star has different captain abilities and specials, but 6+ is superior, and there's really not any real reason to use the 6-star, unless as a sub in specific circumstances. By captain, 5 times attack, driven and striker, 1.2 times HP, 30% damage reduction, strength quick slots are matching, and if you apply damage reduction to the crew, you get a free special the next turn. The negative is that Barto can't apply this damage reduction himself, but getting a free special is huge, especially when you consider what Barto does. I've had so much fun using Barto against various content of whatever difficulty, and he's just so easy and fun to play around with. So basically you get the guaranteed resilience, you can't be KO'd for 1 turn. And you also get 2 times attack boost and ore boost for driven and striker. And after 1 turn has passed, you also get color affinity for driven and striker. So basically, you can set it up so stage 4, you get the self-proc Barto special, get attack and ore boost, and you get an automatic color affinity the following stage. And then stage 5, you use Barto special to get attack and ore boost. And if there's interrupt for color affinity, you ignore it. And if there is interrupt for attack or ore boost, you just do the opposite. Use Barto special stage 4, get the auto proc on stage 5, and you're good. Yeah, like so easy and fun to play around with. Great redesign for his kit. I look forward to using him more for sure. Moving on, one of the 6+ we got, V2 Kuzan. And yeah, this guy is nuts. Like, captability is not the best, to be honest. He got a bit shafted compared to Shiki, since Shiki lost the quick psi requirement. But yeah, you can definitely use him as that. It's just that if you use Kuzan as captain, it's only for fun. Like, he does get a bit of pretty high captain ability. I think it's about 5.3 times attack, which is good. But if you count that he doesn't have super class or super type or anything, it ends up being lower, and you don't get the full buff for the first 2 units anyway, so just the last 4. But 4.75 times is a good base, so it's not a super big issue. And also CD reduction, yeah, can't really complain about this. Like, you even get extra matching slots and everything. But the real deal is the special, and this special is so good. Like, you might remember Uta debut and me making Uta teams. Kuzan was on almost every team because he does so much good things. So he does a lot of damage in one enemy, ignoring all defensive effects. He reduces damage reduction and damage threshold by 3 turns. And he also has support to remove it by 2 more turns. At least damage reduction, I'm not sure about the threshold right now. He also changes all slots, including block, to character's own type. He gives a 2.25 times attack boost to quick and psi. And if you already have an attack boost, you get a 2.25 times ore boost instead. And if you consume 16 or more quick and psi orbs, you get a free double special, which is insane considering this special. Like, if you do set up the double special, you can remove 6 turns of damage reduction and damage threshold, for example, while getting a full board of matching orbs, while getting 2.25 times attack and 2.25 times ore boost. Yeah, this guy is insane, and the classes help as well, since they don't have the best utility necessarily. So yeah, love to use him a lot. I think Kata is the weakest of the newest level 6+ legends. Well, maybe not if we include Shiki, but I think Shiki is decent. But I do like the captain, but I'm a bit disappointed that they removed the requirement with classes. I would have preferred they kept the requirement, but made the captain ability even better. I was hoping that they'd buff it so the combination of having color affinity and having the classes will net you like a 5.5 times attack at least. Now they chicken out a bit. I think it's like 5.2 times or something, which is not awful, but I was hoping for more, basically. But yeah, a lot of matching orbs. You get the heal after every battle. And they still keep the encouragement to go with color affinity focus teams, so I won't say it's a bad design. I was just expecting more and different. Special is pretty cool though. Basically, you get one effect if there's normal attacks only and one where it isn't, so he keeps the things he did well before and make it better, but to that they add block orb and color slot manip. They add that after one turn you get a 2.5 times boost to his boosted classes. And if there's normal attacks only, you get a 2.25 times attack buff right away. So yeah, not the most interesting special, but yeah, can't really say it's not a good buff. It definitely is. And I'll use him more eventually. 2 left, and it's going to be int now. I actually just finished Sengoku, so I'm pretty excited about that. I think he's one of the best level limit break legends. He's actually pretty insane. He actually has some good support, especially that Corazon, which is a limited unit. But if you look at the captain ability, it's pretty damn good. -3 CD with a 5.5 times attack captain is just absolutely bonkers, and it honestly doesn't matter that it's only for 30 cost or less, because like it's still a good payoff. Like you get the super speed run and super attack boost, and sure you can still use legends and stuff, they just don't get a full boost. So I think it's perfectly fine. Like I've tried him before without having him fully maxed, maybe just with a good frame captain, and he does not struggle at all. And it also helps that he has an insane 6 CD special to boot. 150 times attack and int damage to all enemies. 2 times attack for 1 turn. Changes slots of low cost characters to matching and give them a 2.25 times ore boost. So basically it's a 6 CD middle and bottom row orb manip together with attack boost and ore boost. It's so good. And with the high captain ability, this basically kills any mini boss in any normal content, and for harder bosses you usually just need to add a few other specials. Insane special, super good, can also be used as a sub potentially depending on team. Finally, we have the V2 Fuji. I made a vid with him a while ago. Captain ability is a bit of a meme. Like sure, they did the right thing, made him go to 5.5 times attack. But in my opinion, when you have conditions like this, it should be higher than 5.5 times attack. And you might say, that's bullshit, like no new legend has higher than 5.5 times attack. Well, new legends doesn't force you to only run slashers and to waste 3 hits doing basically no damage and only doing damage with 3 units. Like if you only do damage with so few units, it should be higher attack. But at least they did the bare minimum of 5.5 times attack. So yeah, mono slasher, good, great, perfect captain. Good meme, not very good. What is very good though is the special. 50 times attack and non-type damage to random enemies 10 times. Changes slasher character slots, including block, to matching. Locks crew slot for 1 turn. Delays all enemies by 2 turns. And 3.5 times chain lock for 3 turns. So yeah, I talked about this in Treasure Map. V2 Fuji is basically Kiku Iso Light. And considering Kiku Iso is the best Treasure Map legend overall, having a light version is a very good sell. And you also have the addition of full board orb manip if you're on mono slashers, and locking orbs, and getting 3 turns chain lock. Yeah, I'm a very big fan of this legend, and I'll use him more, probably as captain too, but anytime I use him as captain it will just be a meme team. So yeah, this video turned out to be a bit long, but these are my 10 current level limit break legends. I'm hoping that a legend like Sanji will be added soon. Very good chance that he gets level limit break expansion this month, since we are all thinking that we're going to get a Grand Voyage Don Krieg built around We Want Sanji. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. See you next time.